doing okay? Yes, Chocolo here, but not for video review, for a brief update, a live update actually. Yeah, so as you've probably seen past couple of times, I've had a bit of problems with the with doing the lives basically. Well, long story short is I'm not going to do a live today because it's a bit too warm as well. The weather's quite hot, and obviously that's not great for chocolate. To be honest with you, I had lots of problems last year and the year before doing live reviews when it was too hot. It might be relatively not too warm outside, but in the house, it keeps a lot of the heat in, the lights and things, make everywhere so much warmer. Obviously, me handling the chocolate, it just doesn't really work in hot weather. So I'm going to cancel today just because, yeah, it's one of those. I mean, I could try and do biscuit reviews and things like that, but I've got to get the biscuits and things like this, So I have more chocolate than biscuits basically. So I can't do it all the time. So yeah, so going to cancel it for today for that reason alone. But I might, I might just maybe cancel them, not indefinitely, but sort of, I think going forward for a bit, just while I sort my internet out, because you've seen that problem I've had where my internet is just playing up quite frequently at the moment. And even now I was thinking, well, could I do it today? It's not too warm, maybe I could scrape by. And I looked at my router and it's getting 5G again. It wasn't last night. And because the problem I've got is, if I review some products, basically I only have one attempt because once I've opened them, they're open then, so I have to literally buy them again to do the full review, and obviously to keep them fresh and things like this. It's just not, I only get one chance really to do it, and obviously they cost money and things like this. I mean, usually they're quite cheap, but if it's something more expensive, you can be talking quite a lot really, like calling the caterpillar cake or whatever, and about £10 or something. Some of them are quite expensive, so it's just a bit of a pain really. Unfortunately, yeah, it's one of those, and I don't think I really get, I like doing live reviews. I think it's an opportunity to communicate live with people, with yourselves, and I like doing that opportunity. But to be honest with you, a lot of people don't view my stuff live really. I think it's more after the event that I get a lot of the reviews generally. So I don't think I get a massive bonus. I mean, maybe when if I had more subscribers, more people would interact with each other. It would sort of perpetually help itself out in that regards. But that doesn't really happen that much at the moment. And when it's a hot day as well, I've many viewers in the UK. People are probably not going to be sat inside, watching my video anyway. So it's one of those where the nature of it doesn't really help. So it's, if we had more subscribers, the odds of, more people watching increase. But obviously, it's one of those. So yeah, so I think, I'll see what happens. Basically, I want to do, again with stash watches as well. I'd like to do them more frequently. But if I don't have anything new to review or to talk about, there's no point doing them really, So it's one of them, but I'd like to try and keep doing live reviews. But again, with my internet playing up all the time, it just makes it very difficult. And of course, that has an adverse effect as well, because if the quality's not there, people will not want to watch next time, stuff like that. It's one of those very difficult one really. But I think I've got to try and get that sorted. I've got to try and get my internet sorted and make it reliable, really. And as I say at the moment, I'm just looking at my router now. I've moved it downstairs. I've just realised there's probably no point having it all around the house. It doesn't seem to make any difference anymore. I used to think it did, and I think when I realised that resetting it, restarting things like this. Long story short is I've got a 5G router. I can't get any internet. You probably know this by heart by now. I've mentioned it a few times, but I don't have decent internet in my area, so I have to use a 5G router. But the 5G router is so temperamental. It's just a real pain. And when you've got your mobile, you have 5G. Or 4G even, it's you rarely have any problems, do you really? Rarely. But for some reason the 5G one in my house, it's just a nightmare. I don't know what it is. It's not just this router either, it's the previous one I had, which was just a 4G only one, had the same issues. Maybe I need to move back to the 4G one. Maybe that's what I need to do really. Thinking on it off the top of my head, because then at least it eliminates having 5G at all then, doesn't it? So maybe I need to look into that. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that is actually the answer. So but basically, long story short is, unless I reset my router, it's it doesn't always get a decent connection. Sometimes it degrades over time, and sometimes it jumps to 5G. And 5G is great, but doesn't for some reason have the upload speeds that I need for doing live reviews. So it's just a complete nightmare, really, is the gist of it. So yeah, so we'll see what happens, and yeah, so I think I'm going to leave the live reviews for today, and I don't want to keep doing a video every week saying no live review today. So I think you might take this as, I think I might just stop them for the moment and just wait until I've got my internet sorted and have decent content to do. And obviously it's the summertime now as well. Maybe I should just stop over the summer. So I think take this video as probably me stopping them for the moment. I think it's just easier than me having to constantly upload a video saying no live today. I mean, the problem I had as well last week was for Stash Watch actually. On Wednesday I was trying to upload just a minute long video. It was not even a minute, maybe 30-40 seconds, just to say I can't do Stash Watch, my internet's playing up, and I couldn't even upload that. It took me an hour to do that video, to record, and because it kept not uploading properly, and I had to try and reset my router to get it to work. And that cuts the upload time. You know, it's saying it was going to take like an hour to upload it, and you know, so it's like a minute long video. It should take, you know, half a minute probably to upload that, and it was just playing up so much, and it was just impossible. I just could not, you know, I could not upload. I could not upload a very short video to say there's no live today, and that's why the video to tell you there's no live was about half an hour late, because I just couldn't upload it, and that's the problem I had. You know, yeah. So it's very frustrating, to be honest with you. Really frustrating. Yeah, I think that sums it up basically. So, you know, sometimes I think, well, you know, I'll give it a try. I should do it. I can still do it, but honestly, sometimes it just takes up so much time just to try and even attempt to do, or an attempt to tell you that I can't do it. There's just no point really, you know. And I think until I've got that sorted, maybe, as I say, I need to sort of go back to a 4G. And that's a pain as well, because I think for some stupid reason they have to kind of cancel the SIM card you use a SIM card in these things, and send you another one for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not straightforward. It's unbelievable, really. So there's a faff there as well to do that. So I'm not sure what to do. I'll think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I say regular, decent broadband should be coming in the next few years at most. So we'll see what happens. But I've got a video that's going to publish today as well. I've done one already. I was going to do it for Sunday, but I'll do it today. You know, yeah. So there we go. So still going to do normal videos, you know, normal reviews, and I think basically that probably you could argue that's my most popular content on my channel anyway. Maybe the live reviews and things just take away from that. So we'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, assume probably no live videos for the moment, for the time being, until I get this internet sorted, decide what to do. It's just whether it's worth it as well, really, isn't it? You know, but again, maybe it is just for my own sanity, because it's causing me lots of trouble just to upload videos. You know, sometimes if it's playing up, it takes, rather than take minutes, well, I don't know, the average time for a review to upload might be 10-15 minutes with a decent, when my connection is decent, but sometimes it can, you know, if it goes wrong, it's like 2 hours or something. You know, so it's a pain, really. So it's a pain. So yeah, maybe for my own sanity, I need to look into an alternative. Maybe just go back onto 4G, because when I had my 4G router, I didn't realise that factory resetting it would sort the issue out. And then it's only when I was on my 5G one I realised that. So maybe I could, you know, get the issue. I'll be fine with the 4G one. So I might look into that actually. I think the 5G one's just not worth. It's not giving me any benefit from it, because it's just what it gives in one hand when you get a decent connection, it takes away with the other because you don't get a decent upload speed. Yeah, so maybe I'll look into that, I think. All right, that might solve the problem actually. That might be the solution, but we'll see. I don't know. Or it's just too much of a faff to be worth it. I'm not sure. Alright guys, well thanks very much for watching, and yeah, so no live today basically, probably no lives for the moment, for the time being. So it's getting to summer now, long story short, TLDR, getting into summertime. It's too hot to do reviews generally in the summertime, just the chocolate just melts. You know, I'm having issues with my internet anyway. Yeah, I don't know, it's one of those. So, you know, and also I'm trying to lose weight a bit at the moment as well. Live reviews are a bit difficult for that, because you have to review quite a few things at once. You know, sort of, you know, quite intense reviews. Yeah, so you know, yeah, maybe it's good for that reason as well. So yeah, so I'll say I'll probably won't do any live videos for the time being. Yeah, until my internet gets sorted and things like that. We might try every now and again, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, take care, have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.